Welcome back to Hoosier Homes and Hustles. If you're new to the channel, I'm Jessica Williams.
And I'm Stacey Preston.
And we're both realtors with eXp Realty in Central Indiana. And if you're passionate about real estate, please give us a like and subscribe and join the hustle.
And today we're kicking off our Battle of the Burb series, where we explore different Indy-area suburbs with the help of our amazing eXp agents who know them best.
That's right. Each episode we'll talk with a real estate agent from their hometown to give us the inside scoop, what's great, what's not so great, and what you may need to know if you're considering a move.
So let's dive in. Today we're spotlighting Carmel, Indiana, and we have Lesley Wells with us. Lesley is a Carmel resident and an eXp agent on our team, and we're so excited to hear from her today. But first, we wanted to share some market stats for Carmel from 2024, and anyone that maybe recognizes Carmel, Indiana might be because it's consistently on the top places to live list, all of them. So some market stats from 2024. This is from the Indiana Association of Realtors and RPR. Average days on market in 2024 was 9 days. Median sales price, $518,000. Sellers are getting 98.1% of their asking price. And in the last month, values have gone up 2.6%. And in the last 24 months, they've gone up 13.9%. So very solid market, great place to live. If you're considering a move to this area, you definitely should check Carmel out.
Lesley, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
First off, tell us a little bit about yourself. How long have you lived in Carmel? What do you love to do outside of real estate? Tell us about your family and hobbies and those sorts of things.
Well, I've lived in Carmel for 7 years, and I have 2 kids, 8 and 10, and I enjoy doing a lot of activities with them, bowling, going to the movies, that kind of stuff. But when I have some adult time, I enjoy a good book. I really love a great show or movie, and the occasional piano bar.
Oh, cool. A little swanky. All right. So every suburb has its perks. What is one thing you absolutely love about Carmel?
Well, we actually moved specifically for the school district, so I really love the schools. But I do love the mix of like boutique areas and luxury stores, and then you can, go down the road and get more big retail places like Aldi or something. So there's a really nice mix there.
I have to agree. I love shopping in Carmel and just kind of walking down those streets and checking out the boutiques and things. It's very unique, not something that you find in Indiana very often.
That's true.
On the flip side, no place is perfect, although Carmel's pretty close. What is something that's not your favorite about living in Carmel?
Well, it's kind of a pro and con, but there's been a lot of new construction lately. So the development has just been like ginormous. So the construction traffic has been kind of frustrating, but the prices have gone up a little bit as well. We've lost a little bit of green space, but they are trying to make up for it with the parks that we have, which is really nice.
Great.
All right. So a lot of people, when they're moving, schools is a big top priority for them. What are you able to share about having kids in the Carmel Clay School District?
Well, I don't want to boast, but we are #1 school district in the county, Hamilton County.
Please feel free to boast.
And like I said, we did move specifically for the schools. We loved how diverse it can be. We are actually at a Title I school, and there's a few of the elementary schools are in Carmel. I love that there's so many different resources that they offer. They've partnered with Ascension Medicine, so you have counselors that are in the schools, so you don't have to leave if you need to go see a psychologist. Like you can
That's great.
go in your school.
I mean, that's a huge need right now. So
It is.
That's very convenient for parents too, that they don't have to take off work and run their kids to those appointments. That's
Absolutely. And like we've definitely taken advantage of that. I mean, you also have your social workers that are there as well, but that's just another resource that they offer. And there's a lot of special education programs. And the community around the schools is just wonderful. So I'm a big fan.
Great. So I have a couple of follow-up questions on the schools. I know Carmel is a huge school district. Being at that elementary school, does it feel small? Do you feel like you get the resources that you need and that your kids get the attention they need in such a big school district?
It really does. It feels really close knit. And I feel like they've sectioned it off really well. So the elementary schools feel like a little family. It's really neat. And I feel like the parents are really involved in the community as well when it comes to fundraisers or volunteer opportunities. And we are going to go into middle school next year. So I know there will be an influx of kids, but we do have 3 middle schools. So it's going to be more, but I still feel like there's going to be community feel as well too.
Right. So three middle schools that feed into the one high school. So it sounds
That's
like the
right.
middle school is also probably, smaller as well as the kids get ready for that transition. So
That's right.
that's great. Okay. So next up, we're going to talk about developments that can always change the landscape of a town. Are there any major projects, new businesses, or expansions happening in Carmel that someone should know if they're moving to that area?
Definitely. And I actually was reading the Current in Carmel, and I got a lot of information from them. So
Okay. We'll link that in the show notes too, so
Okay,
people can check that out.
So I'm not sure if people are aware, but Carmel is the city of roundabouts.
I'm aware.
Quite a
Yes.
few.
I get car sick sometimes driving through Carmel.
There are a lot, and there's a lot that need to be updated, and a lot of bridge work that needs to happen. So that's going to be happening throughout the year. But what's exciting is that they're going to become more pedestrian and bicycle friendly. So I'm really happy about that because
Nice.
sometimes I need to cross over like Keystone or something, and it is
I'm not trying to play Frogger.
no,
Yeah, that's scary.
It does not feel safe. So that's happening. And again, like the new construction that I was talking about with the new housing, like it's just all over the place. That's happening. And also I was reading about this neat place that's called Story Cottage, and they're going to be building in a residential area, and it's a memory care facility that they're going to build a custom home, 12 bedrooms, and it's supposed to feel like more of a home environment for memory care residents.
Cool.
And it'll be the second one in Carmel. So if they get their zoning, but I thought that was pretty cool. So that's going to be happening as well.
Yeah, that's definitely a need that, sometimes people need more information on and don't know where to turn. So it's good that that's being addressed in that community. And it sounds like, that's better than the traditional memory care options, more enjoyable experience for the residents for sure.
Absolutely.
Yes, I was thinking the same thing. Like, if you happen to have that need in your family, I would definitely want to send them to someplace that feels like home.
Right.
If I can't take care of them myself.
Exactly.
All right, so now let's talk advice. If someone was considering making a move to Carmel, what's one piece of advice you would want to give them?
I would tell them that there are so many different opportunities. If you are looking for the big developments, big housing developments, like we have that. Urban feel, definitely have that. If you want more of the original neighborhoods and original houses, those little neighborhoods still exist and they're in there. I know houses have been going pretty quickly lately, but I have seen houses for sale that have not been for sale in years. And I find it pretty exciting that, people are moving out and people are moving in. And if you're having a hard time finding something, that's why I'm here. I'm here to help.
Because we love supporting local, tell us 3 of your favorite businesses in Carmel. It could be a restaurant, boutique, coffee shop, anything along those lines.
Love this question. I'm a huge fan of trying to buy secondhand, recycle more. And there's this great store called Amanda's Exchange. It has, right now, they have women and children's clothes and housewares. There is a men's consignment, but it is not currently in Carmel.
Okay. That sounds like a cool place to check out, especially for Jessica.
This frugal female is definitely going to take a field trip.
Yep. Let me know. Another place I love is called Ash and Elm Cidery. They just opened a new restaurant, and they have tons of different ciders, hard ciders, and their food was delicious. So I highly recommend that.
Do you have a favorite dish?
Oh, the Brussels sprouts.
Ooh, I love Brussels sprouts.
Right?
Love Brussels.
Yes. And my favorite cider is called Fleeting Youth.
Oh,
I know. But it's slightly apropos, but it tastes good. And I had to pick one that was for the kids as well. It's called Laser Flash, and they have, of course, laser tag, but arcade, everything loud and exciting for kids. And I do have to give them a shout out because whenever our school asks them for donations for a fundraiser, they always give. And so I really love that.
Awesome. Well, sounds like we need to take a day trip to Carmel to check these places out and bring the kids.
Right.
Maybe not to the cidery.
Fleeting youth.
Put them at the laser flash place and then go to the cidery.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Lesley, for sharing all your advice and tips about moving to Carmel. If our listeners would like to get in contact with you, what's the best way for them to do that?
Probably email, and it's leslie.wells@exprealty.com.
And if you're thinking about making a move to Carmel, Lesley is your go-to agent. We will drop her contact info in our show notes.
Be sure to drop any questions in the comments and we'll be sure to answer them. Or if you'd like us to feature another suburb, we can do that as well.
That's it for today's episode of Hoosier Homes and Hustles. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Let's hustle smarter
Together. We'll see you next time.